Hello everyone, my name's Power. How you doing? Welcome to the Power Hour. This is the inauguration video for the Power Hour. This is a video where we're gonna talk about motorcycles, and more motorcycles. Background on me, I'm a 13-year Army veteran. So if you hear me have little joggings and acronyms I throw out, I work on not saying that too much. I'm also, a New York City native. I'm born and raised in New York. That's why I got all my magical riding skills and learned so much over the past 13 years of riding. I am also the co-founder of Free Hugs Racing. If you haven't seen us, you come to the Southeast, I'm pretty sure you'll see us. If you've been to Florida, you know who we are. We definitely travel the country. We definitely do a lot of series. We do CCS, we do FEMRA, we do ARMRA, we do WERA. If it's racing on the Southeast or the East Coast, we've probably been involved in it somewhere in some shape or form. I have been, like I said, been riding bikes for 13 years. I've been blessed to have a lot of friends. I've been blessed to have known a lot of people, come across a lot of walks, people from all walks of life. That being said, it was also a curse to that. I've lost a lot of friends to motorcycles. I've seen a lot of people get hurt, lose limbs, and stuff like that. So these videos will be geared more toward understanding the safety process of how you can avoid certain things. Some things, look, it's just gonna happen. It's just the way the beast is. It's just the way. It's your time. It's your time. It's part of the game. And you're gonna hear me say a lot of times when it comes to certain things, it's just part of the game. You gotta charge to the game and move on. And don't let it sit there in your head and keep rolling. Anytime a life is lost, it's a sad day. Let's not get it twisted. Let's understand that very specifically. But we're here, and if we can make ourselves better and make our friends better and say, hey bro, or hey sis, let's slow it down. Let's work on this. Or hey, look, I saw this somewhere, Power Hour, and let me help you out. I've been on everything from a 300 to a 1400cc bike. I've road raced, I've drag raced, I've been racing the street, like streets, like 2 a.m. runs. I've done everything. Like, if you can imagine, I've done it. So if there's anyone to speak on it, it's probably me to start off with. As the channel goes, we're gonna develop conversations with a lot of people. People who do suspension, who do motor, who do electronics. Electronics is big now because it's 2021 and everyone has electronics in their motorcycle, and a lot of things get done through electronics, and life becomes easier on the throttle when you have electronics. We're gonna talk to a lot of racers, drag racers, track guys, big name racers. I'm gonna get some guys who do Motor America, who are on TV, whose names you probably know. I'm gonna get them on here. They don't know it yet, but I'm gonna get them on it. Trust me. Like I said, I've also been blessed to know a lot of people and help them out, and they help me out, and it's a fun thing. So my background also goes into mechanics. If you had a scale of 1 to 5, I'm like a strong 3. So some things I might not be well versed in, but I can get it done. If I don't know how to do it, then I'm gonna call someone, and whatever the case is before this video comes out, whatever video I'm gonna speak of on that time. Most content I've had, if you've been around Central Florida motorcycle racing riders, not racing riders, but racing riders, same thing, we're all crazy. You've seen Just a Tip Tuesday. Just a Tip Tuesday was a thing I started 2 years ago, pre-COVID, and it worked out well. Got a lot of hits, got a lot of comments. A lot of people came up to me, and it worked out well. It was just pretty much a blog of typing out paragraphs of things and conversation starters. It wasn't a closed conversation. It was open-ended because everyone has different experiences. So that's over here. The comments will be open. My DMs will be open. Everything, I'm open. So if you see me rolling, just ask me a question. Why do I do this? I do this, well, I say why I do this, but I do this mainly because a lot of bad info out there. A lot of info that people just put out there, and they just do it for hype. They make these names up, they inflate these horsepower numbers, like they read a lot of pamphlets and they go, oh, look, it's like Fast and Furious. It's like that movie, the Tokyo Drift one, when the guy's like, oh, my Dodge Viper makes 500 horsepower and has a boiler exhaust. Nah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna sit here and say, my S1000 makes 220 horsepower. Though your S1000 does not make 220 horsepower in any dyno in the United States of America, unless the thing's inflated. It makes it to the crank. See? Things like that. So we're gonna have a lot of real world factual facts. Things I've seen, things I've had to overcome. Things my friends have had to overcome. We're going to speak on those things too. So not everything that's my personal experience is more things I've seen, and so on and so forth. We're going to compare different altitude levels. We're going to talk about DA level. We're going to talk about where horsepower is made the most and where it's not, how that affects fueling, how that affects air, how that affects the bike, how it affects how you ride, how it affects gearing, how that affects a slew of things. I don't know everything. I don't. But like I said, I can pick a phone call, pre-record things. Most of these videos, they'll be no more than 15, 20 minutes. I'm not trying to sit here and bore you, but like some people do, and they go, look at this, I have a trophy. Look at this, I have another trophy, another trophy, another trophy, another trophy. You know what I'm saying? Trophies keep going. I'm not gonna keep talking about this just because you want me to talk about this. I'm just gonna keep throwing them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna sit here and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna learn. We're gonna respect. We're gonna respect different brands. Some brands I'm not a fan of because I've had bad experience with them. They've grown. They might have been out of business. Whatever the case is, we don't know. Some brands, I have developed great relationships with. Tire companies, shoe companies, parts companies, specific parts companies. I have a lot of people that I know who I can pick up the phone, like I said, and say, hey, bro. I need this and that third. I want to do something with you, so on and so forth. We'll talk about that. A lot of times we'll talk about things of facts and things that work. What you might think is a fact might not work, and what might work might not be a fact. So you have to differentiate that. Also, you have to see the difference in that, and so on and so forth. So I talked about what we're gonna talk about. We're going to talk about electronics, we're going to talk about gearing, we're going to talk about horsepower, we're going to talk about suspension, we're going to talk about maintenance, we're going to talk about brakes, we're going to talk about chassis, we're going to talk about if it's on a motorcycle, we're going to talk about it. I've been breaking things for a long time. So this is one of the times that I've actually been able to fix something, and it's trying to fix a problem that's out there. And hopefully I can help everyone in the community fix that problem, deal with those problems, ask the right questions, understand how to ask the right questions, and so on and so forth. For example, like you can't go to a shop and like, my bike's sticking, I don't know what it is. The guy might charge you for a valve job, and it might be a cam chain tensioner. You might not need it. You might just need a $50 part and an hour of labor. But the man's gonna crack you with the head and hit you with a $500 bill, and then say you need an oil change for another $100. You might not need it. You might. These things happen. These shops, they're in for the money, and I get them all for them making money, but don't get robbed. Because if you get robbed, then then it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, then you got robbed. And sometimes I made the mistake also of sitting here and dealing with a lot of shops who were reputable or whatever, and ended up being like a scam. And some people know, some people don't. Some people don't communicate that because they don't want to badmouth the shop because it's all about keeping the peace. And sometimes you gotta save your buddy from themselves. Don't forget, I send my minion after you to subscribe, like, and share. We're gonna try and make. We're not here to monetize. We're not here to do more than to do what everybody else is doing. We're not gonna sit here and twist it up. We're gonna be straight and blunt. The money's cool. I would love to make more money. Who doesn't want to make money? But I don't need it. I don't need it because I have a great support system behind me for anything I want to do on my motorcycle. So I'm okay. If once the money starts rolling in for this monetized YouTube stuff or anything I do, I will use that for better video equipment. I will use that for pretty much better video equipment to give you a better product, to give you better editing, to give you better things. I'm gonna do all this on my iPhone 12 with this YouTube light thing, like the IG models use. That's why I'm shining so much. I'm usually not this bright unless you see my head. But so we're gonna keep it simple, keep it basic. That's the key. Once it gets more complicated, then it involves more things. But once it gets complicated, it means we're going deeper into things. We're going a lot deeper into doing more for you guys, and doing more for the community, and doing more to help everyone become a better rider. A lot of things have gotten lost over the years, and I feel like need to be brought back. And we're gonna work on putting it out there, and hopefully we can help create a better environment for everyone. And when we do that, we'll all succeed, and we will all live very fruitful, fun motorcycle lives. You guys have a great day. I appreciate all your time. Peace and love, y'all.